Section 1. An era of exploration. Many stories exist about early people from Europe or Asia sailing to the Americas. Most experts agree that such voyages were rare, if any occurred at all. The Vikings left behind the most detailed record of their voyages. In 1001, Viking sailors reached the northern tip of North America, which is located in present-day Newfoundland. In August 1492, Columbus set out with 3 ships and a crew of about 90 sailors. As captain, he commanded the largest vessels, the Santa Maria. The other ships were the Nina and the Pinta. For 3 months now, Columbus explored the West Indies. To his delight, he found signs of gold and was then eager to report his success. He returned to Spain. After returning to Spain, Columbus presented Queen Isabel and King Ferdinand with gifts of pink, pearls, and brightly colored parrots. The royal couple listened as Columbus described many things that Europeans had never seen before. He also described the Indies and he promised could easily be changed to Christianity and could also be used as slaves. The Spanish merchants were so impressed that they gave Columbus the title Admiral of the Sea. In 1493, Columbus founded the first Spanish colony in the Americas. In 1522, only 1 ship and 18 sailors returned to Spain. They were the first people to circumnavigate or sail completely around the world. The encounter between the peoples of the Eastern and Western hemispheres sparked a global exchange of goods and ideas. Because it started with the voyages of Columbus, this transfer is known as the Columbian Exchange. Europeans introduced domestic animals, plants from Europe and Africa changed the way Native Americans lived. Tragically, Europeans also brought new diseases such as smallpox and influenza. Native Americans introduced Europeans to customs and ideas. They also introduced valuable food crops to Europeans. Europeans carried the new foods with them as they sailed around the world, so everyone's diet changed over the world. European settlers often adopted Native American skills.
In the 1500s, Spanish conquistadors came to America to establish settlements in search for gold. The Spanish encountered the Aztecs and made an alliance. Then the Spanish had a conquest against the Incas. Francisco Pizarro, a strong conquistador, captured the Inca emperor and killed him. Later, the Inca Empire fell without its bold leader. The Spanish started exploring and settling the borderlands of America in search for gold. The Spanish, 4 social classes were peninsulares. People born in Spain had the best jobs. Creoles, people born in America but had Spanish parents. Mestizos, mixed Spanish and Indian background, and Indians known as conquered people. By the late 1500s, the Spanish began slavery of Native Americans and Africans. Section 3. Trade networks of Africa and Asia. England, France, and the Netherlands wanted to trade goods with Asia, and they searched for the Northwest Passage. Martin Luther started the Protestant Reformation. The Protestants started going to different churches besides Catholic. Some other Europeans remained Catholic. These religious differences made them want to fight even more than they already did. New France and New Netherlands were both founded and were raising the economy by trading.
Section 4. Tradition and Change in Europe. Jamestown Colony was formed by pilgrims who came to the Americas for religious freedom. They formed the Jamestown Colony. They didn't know much about land because they built it on a swamp, which led to mosquitoes, which led to malaria, which killed out the population. Originally, they only sent men, but later they sent Africans and women, so they could have children, so the population could keep going.
Seeking religious freedom. Section 5. People called pilgrims English settlers who sought religious freedom in the Americas. Pilgrims left England because of the established church. All who were not part of the established church were persecuted. Finally, in September 1620, the Pilgrims reached America. Before going ashore, the Pilgrims signed a charter called the Mayflower Compact. Their first winter in Plymouth was harsh because of the lack of food, and most died.